I see you yet don't have your wings.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
True. I haven't got my wings and lots of other things. But what's a poor angel to do?
Clarence, this guy named George needs your help tonight.
Tonight?
A good man, but in trouble, about to quit the fight.
The fight?
He's thinking of taking his life, Clarence.
Oh, and so close to Christmas Day?
You can help.
But how?
Listen, hear them pray.
Save him, save him, save him, save him.
I don't hear anything, Joseph.
Listen in your heart of hearts. Soon it will be clear.
Save him.
No, I still don't hear
Guided by their sweet control, the prayers will help you reach your goal
I'll win my wings.
and save his soul. Close your eyes and hear.
Save him? Oh, Joseph, I wouldn't know where to start.
You've only heard what's in their souls. Now see what's in their hearts. Yes, saving Harry cost him his hearing in that ear, but that didn't deter George. Still a little more than a child himself, he saved yet another life.
Hey, there's medicine over Mrs. Blake.
Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in that bottle.
Look at your back up, babe.
I know you're upset since your son died, Mr. Gower. It wasn't your fault. It's poison you put in that bottle. It's poison. Please don't hit me right now, Mr. Gower. Please don't. I'll never tell a soul. Hope to die I won't.
The next few years were rather uneventful.
Oh, I should hope.
George worked at the savings alone while Harry went to high school. 4 long years. But when Harry graduated,
Harry, you know I'm just so proud of you.
it was George's turn.
Genuine English cowhide. No, look, Joe, look, see? I want one. This one.
Hey, what'd you stop it for?
I want you to take a good look at that face.
Is that the same boy that had his ears slapped back by the druggist?
Yes, George Bailey in 1932.
Big, see? See, I don't want one for just one night. I want one for 1,001 nights. One with enough room for labels from Italy, bags,
Flying carpet, huh? Little present from old man Gower. Came down and picked it out himself.
and Paris. Sure will. Oh, Mr. Gower, thanks ever so much for the bag. It's just exactly what I needed.
Bon voyage!
Not quite.
Hey, Bert, Ernie. Hiya, George.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Good afternoon, Violet.
Hey, that's some dress you got on there. You look real good.
Oh, this old thing? Why, I only wear it when I don't care how it
Hey, how would you like to, yes?
I think I'm gonna go home and see what the wife is doing.
Hey, George. You coming tonight?
And be bored to death at a high school dance? No, thanks, Harry.
Lots of pretty girls, George. You couldn't want a better death.
George ended up going to the dance that night.
Ah, final night of frolic, eh?
Hi, George.
Hiya, Harry.
Hey, hi again.
Why don't you stop annoying people?
You look at me as if you don't know me,
Well, I don't.
but you pass me on the street almost every day.
Now, that was a little girl named Mary Ann. That wasn't you.
And now, the Charleston
Come on,
Well, nothing like a little M&S, huh?
M and S?
Midnight swim. What'd you think of it? Hey, he could swim, couldn't he?
Of course, remember, he did save his brother.
Oh, that's right. And Harry fell through the ice and George jumped in and saved him. Well, what about Mary? What about George and Mary? What happened afterwards?
Well, they dried off, found whatever clothes were handy, and went for a long moonlight stroll. They talked and laughed, and when they finally looked around, they found themselves on the outskirts of town, in front of the old deserted Granville place.
Depending on your point of view, I guess. My back will be turned at the time.
Oh.
But still. You'd have to hide.
Where?
Behind those hedges.
Uh-huh.
And that would create a very interesting situation.
Then you're suggesting I don't walk away.
I don't think we could stand the scandal.
Oh.
What?
George, things like that, hiding in a bush, for heaven's sake. Don't you know it only happens in the movies?
In the what?
In the movies.
Oh yeah, in the movies.
Oh, please don't. I love that old house.
What, that old Granville place? That run-down, deserted old relic?
Really, there's something so romantic.
Yeah.
Don't.
The object is to break some glass, see? Hot dog! I guess I get my wish.
Oh yes, your wish. You're leaving in the morning to see the world.
Yeah, that's right. Italy. Baghdad. And Paris. Oh, Mary, I've been seeing it in my dreams ever since I was a kid. Now I gotta hear it too. Oh, Mary, I gotta get out of this town. When I hear the whistle of a train, Mary, I get feelings that I can't explain, Mary. Gotta get out, gotta see and hear the world. The fence, the stain, a thundering flame, the rattle of an anchor chain. I gotta step and sing to this whole town, Mary. Gotta go before they knock me down, Mary. Gotta get out, gotta, only got one shot, and I gotta see and hear the world.
Then college.
Where they can impart,
The knowledge.
to give me a start,
Perfecting.
an architect's plan,
Erecting.
a city that's new,
Connecting.
but on my long span,
Connecting.
an airfield too. I will build a shining tower in the sky, and then I'll build one really, really. I'll build and build and build and build and build. When I hear the whistle of a train, Mary, it can make me almost go insane, Mary. Gotta get up, gotta see and hear the world. An Indian Raj, a Japanese out, the rain upon the Taj Mahal. I gotta shake the flood of little town, Mary. Gotta go before I start to drown, Mary. Gotta get up, gotta, every flag's a road, the world's a song.
should have asked how George met her instead, huh?
Clarence.
Well, he did marry one of them, didn't he?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Well, we can do what Mary wished for.
Soon.
Well, just tell me this, Joseph, can you? Did George see the world? Did he hear it?
As it happened, his father died that very night.
Oh.
And George was asked to forget his trip, forget going off to school, but to take over the savings and loan.
Oh, no, but he couldn't, could he? No, not give up his plans.
Either that or lose the business his father had founded to Potter.
Potter. Hey, I've heard that name.
Not out here, I'm afraid.
Oh.
The richest and meanest man in the county. A frustrated, mean, old, miserable man.
And another thing, Mr. Potter. Now, George, you just go back in there.
Listen to me.
Go back in there and talk to that board of directors the way you just talked to me. We'll see if the Bailey savings will all survive.
It will survive, Mr. Potter. It'll be here when you're dead and gone.
Bailey. I'm second Bailey. First there's Peter. Now there's George. I hate the Bailey name. Did you listen to the meeting, Violet? Did you hear what they said?
I heard Uncle Billy, oh, that Potter took a beating. Did you hear Harry Bailey what your brother told the boy?
I heard what he told Potter. Every loving word. I was underneath the clock. I was just about to laugh.
I was halfway down the block, and we heard. Oh, did George ever tell him? Sure did. Oh, did George show his stuff?
Stuff.
Ain't none of his stuff. He called old Potter's bluff. Till Potter sputtered and muttered, enough.
Did the meeting go smoothly?
Didn't know it went rough. Until George turned to Potter and said, yes, he said, you're a frustrated man. Henry Potter, you are. You're a frustrated man. Old scum. Old scum. You're as sly as a snake on the tape. On the tape. The lover. A bomb. You're a frustrated man. Henry Potter. You're a frustrated, painted old scrum. You're an ache in the body. You're a baby. You're the nuts. You're a crumb. And you're dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. To think you'd actually not my fault. Twice the man you are, George, and even dead. Right. Okay, I don't know why you bother to try with all the things shanty you did at home to build this penny ante savings and loan. Not a man of business, but a man of heart. He knew one thing was needed from the start.
Mom, you'd have been so proud of George that he said, Mr. Potter, don't you know what the people, the little people, the people who do most of the living and dying around here, don't you know what they want?
Take it, Mary.
Four walls and the ceiling, a yard full of flowers. Four walls and a ceiling that we can call ours. I forget what she said.
No palace, great gold.
That's it.
No towers of bronze. Some portraits and small rooms. One wall for our own.
Four walls and a ceiling.
No mighty expanse.
still want to go to college.
Yeah, but I thought
Well, the board just voted. They said they'd kill the savings and loans. But that was until I told them that I'd stay here and run it.
Oh, nuts! He did stay?
Yes, hadn't given the tuition money he'd saved to Harry.
What else?
George started saving again. The plan was Harry would take over when he returned with his degree, but Harry never quite returned.
Oh?
He married a wonderful girl, Clarence, took a research job, something he was very good at in a city far away.
The best laid plans, eh? Yeah, I wonder why that is. You know, I've been here almost 200 years, and no one's yet explained that to me.
George, of course, urged him to take the job,
An honorable man.
who had learned long before that being honorable and being miserable are not mutually exclusive.
You know what? No one's explained that to me either. Hey, when did he finally kiss her?
Who?
Well, Harry, Violet, one of them.
Not till the night of the wedding.
Whose wedding? Harry's?
Harry's.
You know, you could take an act like that on the road if you could bottle it.
I thought he gave him bottles. Hey!
No, I'm sure there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, it's in the house. How funny, Georgie.
I'll help him find it.
I'll help him help her. Here you are, sir.
Oh, hey, don't try that. Say, fellas, I just wanted to thank you for, where did Bert and Ernie go?
The way of all flesh, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, well, George, mostly I wanted to thank you.
Oh, no.
If you hadn't given us your blessing,
Well, of course you have my blessing, but Pete's sake, Harry. Thanks, George.
Harry.
Just do a lot of good research, okay?
I will,
The
George.
train's gonna leave, Harry.
Okay, I'll be right there, hon.
And if it's your own any new products,
Huh?
you sure you ain't one after me,
Oh,
huh?
I will, George. Goodbye, Uncle Billy.
He is gonna be so busy.
Is Harry gone?
Oh, yes, just a second.
Come on, Harry! You know, when I first started, I was using a better grade of whiskey. Truer in code.
Oh, I'm sure.
They say there's more in the house.
That's what they say.
Which way is it?
The house is that one.
Thanks. In case I can't find it.
The whiskey or the house?
Yes! My wireless phone. I'm all right. I'm sorry. Oh, pardon me, sir. I'm sorry.
That's for nothing, George.
I'm all right.
I'd ask what's got into him, but I imagine that's a silly question.
I imagine.
But did you know Mary Hatch is back from college?
Did you know that's the fourth time you mentioned it today?
She could help you find the answers, George.
So could Violet Bick.
Violet Bick.
Well, depending, of course, on what the question is.
Now, can you give me one good reason why you shouldn't see Mary?
Oh, sure, yeah. Sam Wainwright.
Oh, hee-haw.
How's that?
Oh, hee-haw?
Oh, yeah, old Eeyore. Yeah, he's crazy about it.
Well, she isn't crazy about him. Why, she lights up like a firefly every time you're around. But besides, Mary's here in Bedford Falls, and Sam's in New York.
Where I should be, right?
No, darling, no.
Mom, look, you come down here with your games. Don't you realize I've been playing these exact games with Potter every day for the past 40 years? Do this, George. Do that, George. Here, let me help you out, Georgie boy. Let me help you out, son. Can't you see I'm sick and tired of being manipulated? There's my train, Mom. It's left the station. Get this straight. I'm not going to get married. Not to anybody, not ever. And if I do, it certainly won't be to Mary Hatch.
said a little prayer.
His mother said a lot of them, believe me.
Oh, I do. Say, what's that?
Their wedding day, Clarence. Their wedding day and the rain.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't so bad, really. They had a fine ceremony, a wonderful reception.
Yes, go on.
Well, they planned to see New York City and maybe a little part of Europe on their honeymoon.
Yes, go on, go on.
Well, times were hard.
And
They witnessed a run on the savings and loan.
run.
Folks wanted their savings and wanted them now. Even though no institution ever has all that cash on hand. Mary, of course, warned him not to stop, but George...
Yes, of course.
Well, he had to see what he could do to help.
That's George.
It was important. Potter had warned him that if the day ever came he couldn't make good on the debt, the savings and loan would be finished.
Oh.
Not enough, of course, to pay the shareholders in full. But George finally convinced them, most of them, to take only what they needed for now. Folks do need things, Clarence.
Yes, I know.
The bank had already shut down and they had bills to pay.
I remember paying bills.
Between the honeymoon money and some fast footwork by George, the savings and loan weathered the storm and the shareholders did not lose a cent.
And George and Mary?
No, they didn't lose their honeymoon either. Mary made sure of that. While George finished up at the savings and loan, she managed to commandeer
She what?
the old Granville house.
No.
Yes, she did. And with the help of a couple of friends.
That old relic.
Yes, she began the job that would take her years to complete, starting with a few discreetly placed posters.
Well,
3 walls and a ceiling, some aches but no pain.
now,
3 walls and a ceiling that leaks when it rains. No balustrade or
George,
roof,
Murray,
no tower or grove. Not here. No bathrooms or ballrooms, no doorknobs or phones. 3 walls and a
I
ceiling.
can't stand this.
We know we must fail. 3 walls and a ceiling. We're safer in jail. The paint is all peeling. It's warmer in gnome, but 3 walls and a ceiling is home, sweet home.
one of the world.
To see, to hear, to happen. George, don't you know when I threw that rock, that was my wish too? So sweetly, hear me, as you nestle near me. Don't tread lightly, know me through and through. Touch me, taste me, with every sense embrace me, and I promise I'll be all the world to you. Shut my oceans, rich with deep emotions, but every cloud drive away the blue. While the stormy, lovingly explore me, and I promise I'll leave all the world to mysterious hands that pull us apart. Tonight in your hands, as is my heart. So gently, sweetly, deeply and completely, let it take a century or two. Body, soul, oh, be and I promise I'll be all the world. Yes, I will be all the world. Oh, my dear, I'll be all to you.
He's a treasure. You know, Joseph, I think that girl really loves him.
Well, she certainly had her chance to prove it. No time at all, it seemed. There was one little Bailey. Two little Baileys. Three little Baileys. Four little Baileys.
Stop! I hate the Bailey gang.
Another Drew Bailey, I see.
Clarence.
Well, I mean, well, you saw how he's was it really the Baileys that Potter hated so much, or was it the SNL?
To Potter, they were one and the same. You see, the savings and loan prospered during this time. George had convinced Sam Wainwright,
The old hee-haw,
to install his new plastics factory in Bedford Falls, which made Sam wealthy.
Yeah, and George?
George built and built,
That's just like he said he would.
but was barely getting by.
Oh.
Potter was really putting the pressure on, and what George built were good, solid, affordable homes for people like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, the cop and the cab driver, right?
Yes, in a new subdivision called Bailey Park, allowing them to flee for the first time the so aptly named Potter's Field. Clarence.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I was just imagining how Old Man Potter, I guess I should say Mr. Potter, would feel about that. Yeah, oh, don't, Joseph, don't do anything. I think I can see and hear it all for myself.
Empty! Empty! How can I rent? How can I sell when all my tenants and clientele are moving to Bailey Park? Fool! Yes, you, not me. You're letting me get excited! Oh. Take a letter. I hate you, George. I hate you, George. Since that first day we met, I pictured you beside me at Niagara Falls, where I pushed you down and watched you drown. I hate you, George. I hate you, George. And how I'd love to get the two of us alone some night. I'll squeeze you in my arms so tight, and I just to your height. I hate you, George. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Tra-la-la, the smartest of the lot. And you know it, too. You've watched and even helped your classmates, people like Sam Wainwright, without a fraction of your ability, go on to rewarding careers. Make a fortune in Sam's case. While you've been stuck here nursemaiding the savings alone. An institution you hate almost as much as I do. And now you've beaten me. There, I've said it. You've beaten old Henry Potter. After all these years rapping each other and knocking each other, oh, it's time, don't you think, that we were just a little bit kinder? Me to you, you to me, and to your children, and of course Mary. Won't you take some fatherly advice? It's nice to be great, so nice to be great, great to be nice. It's good to be best, but best to be good.
You wouldn't love me.
Knock wood. Don't mistake all your own, take some fatherly advice.
Okay, sorry, yes. Yes, I will take some fatherly advice. As a lad, I pitched to my dad, he said, allow springs lies.
What?
He said, do you wear the petty and small?
And Henry Potter.
Most of all. So you can spew and that goes for you, your fatherly advice.
Won't you take? I like that. Well, how'd I do, Joseph? Is that what happened?
No, Clarence, that was not at all the way it happened.
Well, I haven't been known for my imagination, you know.
Well, you got the gist of it. George turned down an offer from Potter, all right. And that Sunday, when he sat down to tell Mary,
Oh, she was happy. I'll bet she was proud of him.
somehow the subject never quite came up.
Oh?
You see, they just started dinner when they learned the country had been attacked.
An attack?
Yes. Suddenly they were busy like they'd never been busy before. The women went to work, and the men went to war. Ernie won the Purple Heart, Bert the Silver Star. Harry Nate Pilot topped them all, by far.
By far?
He shot down 15 enemy planes, 2 in hell-bent dives toward an Army transport ship, saved 1,000 lives.
My gosh. Yeah, but what about George? Did George fight? Did he brave the cannonballs?
George fought, 4F because of his ear, the Battle of Bedford Falls.
Hey! Won't put that light out? It's supposed to be a blackout here. Want me to come up there? Put it out!
Sure.
But if Bedford Falls was his battle, Potter was his war.
Well, but he hated that.
There was one who hated it more.
And what?
There's a Mr. Bailey here to see you, sir.
Which Mr. Bailey? The slacker George?
The one everyone seems to call Uncle Billy.
That crazy old coot. Doesn't he know the war is over? If he comes in here one more time, brag about his nephew Harry. You can't keep me out. No, sir. You can't keep me out. Potter, old buddy, you old bum. What do you have to say about this? This very morning, the president himself will decorate Harry Bailey with the Congressional Medal of Honor. Not 4F George? Well, I only bought one paper, didn't I? If George had gone, he'd have won 2 medals. I'd have bought 2 papers. You can't keep the Baileys down. No, sir, you can't keep the Baileys down.
Thursday, December 24th. Today, Christmas Eve, George's crucial day. Joseph, what did Uncle Billy leave behind in that envelope?
An entire week's receipts from the savings and loan, several $1,000s.
No!
Which, with the government examiner being in town, Uncle Billy meant to deposit at the bank and forgetfully, perhaps, deposited with Potter instead.
What a break, what a break, what a break, George, what a break, to have lost and thought you had won. What a break, what a break, what a miserable mistake, and the toss has not yet begun. Go to jail, it's a scandal, go to jail, it disgrace your whole family. You stupid old failure. If there's me jail, you're gonna go, damn it, not me. One little word, three little letters, why, oh why? One little word, two little letters, me, oh my. You must have heard those 5 little letters and forgot. For you replied with 6 little letters. Why not?
A prayer?
Of sorts. He couldn't let his uncle go to jail, and both men knew it. When George got home that evening, he screamed at his children, frightened his wife, and if he'd had a dog, he would have kicked it. He had endured one disappointment in life too many, and felt very near the end of his rope.
And Mary couldn't help.
He couldn't bring himself to tell her. She packed 3 of the children off to her mother's while he went upstairs to see Zuzu, the only one in his house he was decent to, and who had become ill that day when she ran home from school with her coat unbuttoned. So proud she was of the big rose she'd won.
Daddy, won't you fix my flag?
Hello, Zuzu.
Daddy, won't you fix my flag?
I'll try.
I met you got the strength and power. Daddy, won't you fix my flag? Funny 'cause I sang a song. Since then everything's gone wrong. Caught a little and lost some fellows. How things can go so wrong.
I don't know, honey.
Daddy, did you fix my flag?
I think so.
Daddy, did you fix my flag?
I tried.
I knew that you had the strength and power. Daddy, oh, you fixed my flag. Daddy? Daddy? What is it, dear? Daddy, he broke my flower. Must he torture the children? Why don't you?
Mary!
But even Mary seemed to turn against him.
Yes, she did, didn't she?
So briefly, but yes, perhaps she did. George felt he had but one chance to put things back together.
Oh, no. Not Potter.
George had tried to call his one wealthy friend, Sam Wainwright, but he was in Europe and couldn't be reached. So George told Potter he had lost the money, but he was ready to make it up if Potter would only grant him a short-term loan.
You lost it, eh, George? Or did you steal it? It's all over town, you know, and you've been giving money to buy the brick.
Mr. Potter!
I know. You lent her something, so she could leave town. Too bad you didn't go with her, eh?
If you were just... That's all I have for collateral.
Life insurance policy? Enough I see to cover the law.
Well, yeah.
But what's the equity? What would you get if we cashed it in now?
Only a fraction of that.
A fraction? And you'd use it as collateral? For a loan from me? Ah! George, you once said I was frustrated. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You're a frustrated man, Mr. Ray. Frustrated, tempered brat. Now you're going to jail and you'll never beg bail. Believe me, old Henry will see to that. You're a frustrated man, Mr. Bailey. All the rage and ambition and pride. Thought you beat me and tried, you won't even survive. For the worth far more dead than
When I hear the whistle of a train, Mary, it can make me almost go insane, Mary. Gotta get out, time to say goodbye.
Now, Joseph.
Not quite.
One little word, three little letters, yeah.
Now, Clarence, and good luck.
Save me, George! I can't swim! What? Excuse my appearance, George. Clarence Oddbody's the name. ASC.
My buddy, what's the ASC for?
Angel, second class. I'm your guardian angel, George.
Yeah, well, you look like the kind of angel I'd get. Where are your wings?
Oh, well, I haven't earned them yet, George. That's why I'm only second class, you see. And why I suppose why my watch still doesn't work.
Your watch.
Yes, it's what I do. I make clocks and watches, or rather I did. I was working on this one 200 years ago when I passed away.
200 years, you say, huh?
Yes, It's supposed to ring at noon and midnight. Yeah, but it doesn't. Never did. You see, when a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Yeah, I suppose that has something to do with it.
Yeah, could be.
George. You'll help me get my wings, won't you, George?
Oh, yeah, sure. How?
Well, by letting me help you. You see, I know all about you, George. Oh, yes, from your childhood ambitions, wanting to see and hear the world, Harry falling through the ice, Mary, Violet, the missing body.
Now, how could you know a thing like that? What are you, a mind reader?
No, I'm your guardian angel, George. And I also know killing yourself is not the answer.
Hey, I was just standing there. You're the one that actually...
Oh, well, because I knew you would jump in to save me. That's how I saved you. I thought I explained all that. You see, I saw you standing there, frustrated as could be, ready to jump into that water.
What do you want me to say? Without me, that everybody would be better off? My wife, my kids, my friends? Is that what you want me to say?
No, George. I don't want you to say that. Oh, if you only knew the good you've done, the wonderful life you... Wait a minute. Never mind what you used to put it. Ah, yes. Some say that life's a fight that's better not begun. But when you care for others, it's a fight already won for me. Yes, it is. Not only is it won, but dear as it can be, and so full of blessings. If you count them, you will see, yes, it's a 1, 2, dear, 3, 4 life. A 1, 2, dear, 3, 4 life. If you don't have a stake, hey, you need a knife. It's a 1, 2, dear, 3, 4 life. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. If you don't have a dime, then you don't need a wife. It's a 1, 2, 3, wonderful, wonderful life. Hey, when wickets get stiff and going gets tough, your ills and bills are out. With no one to count on, it's more than enough to know that you can count right now. Yes, try it, George. It's a
1, 2,
2,
3,
4 life.
1, 2,
Dear,
3,
4 life. You're the best, in spite of the strife. It's a
1,
wondrous, George.
2,
So dear.
3.
Fulfilling? Oh, yes, Bobby! A wonderful life!
Can't believe your mother actually sold you on that junk.
I can see this isn't going to be easy. All right, George. So you believe by killing yourself, everybody will be happier, right?
I suppose you're right. I guess it'd be better if I wasn't even born at all.
What did you say?
I said that. I wish I were never born.
There's an idea. What do you think, Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. All right, George. You got your wish.
What?
You've never been born yet. No more laughter, no more tears, no more fancies, no more fears. You can hear in both your ears.
That's the strangest.
You've never been born. No forever card, no ID, no insurance policy. Suzu's petals cannot be. George, you've never been born. You're safe.
No longer will you fail.
You're free.
You won't have to go to jail.
To not.
No family to lose.
To be.
No friends not to be.
No bank and shore, no S&L. Rough sea, no headed, no hell. Praise the Lord, now you will see. Without you, what the world would be. No more cars in Mars' spots. No lamenting as you're lost. What you sought is what you've got. George, you've never been born.
You know something, Gabriel? You're not an angel. You're screwy.
How am I doing, Joseph? Give it a chance, you'll see.
No more laughter, no more tears. No for effort, no ideas.
Mary. Mary. That's it. Get out of here. I'm going home. Mary! Mike! Suzu! What are these tables doing here? What happened to the windows? Wait, where did this bar come from?
Where do you think, George? From Potter. You think he'd let a beautiful house like this go to waste?
Waste? What?
Just waste.
Daddy, won't you fix my plan?
That's a Susan song.
Not anymore.
Daddy, won't you fix my plan?
Violet.
I know that you got the strength and power. Daddy, won't you fix my plan?
What's going on here?
For just a song, seems that everything's gone wrong. Toddler and lost a pill. How things can go so Daddy, won't you fix my plan? Daddy, won't you fix my plan? I know that you got the strength and power. Second room upstairs. Daddy, come up and fix my plan.
Never saw Violet act like that before.
You're going to see a lot of things you've never seen before.
Hey, Ernie, what's going on here? You know me. Do I? You're Ernie Bishop. You drive a cab. You live with your wife and daughter in Bailey Park.
You seen my wife?
Seen her? I've been over to your house 100 times.
Look, Bub, I live in a shack in Pottersville. My wife ran off and took the kids, and I ain't been behind the wheel since they pulled my license for drunk driving. Now, do you want a drink, or don't you?
Double bourbon.
That's better.
Oh, and one for him, too. Hey, Ernie, is this some kind of dream? Where am I right now?
Pottersville, where do you think?
Oh, you mean Bedford Falls?
I mean Pottersville. I ought to know where I live.
Hey, John. Sorry. Wait. Remember last year at the fair? Bert, you were there. Tell her about that. What's the address? What's the address of this house?
320 Sycamore. You got a problem with that?
I live here. Hey, I live here. I knew this were familiar.
Hey, you got the dough to pay for this?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
No, you don't, George. No.
Oh, yeah. I jumped into the river just now, and I must have,
Yeah, well, don't look at me. I never carry money.
All right, that's it.
Ooh, thank you.
What?
Well, you rang a bell. An angel on his wings. One of my best friends, I suspect. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Where is that part-time bouncer?
You want me, Ernie?
These two.
Howard!
He poisoned a child.
I forgot about that.
You weren't there to stop it.
No, I was there to stop. I remember saying that these two, just get rid of them.
Okay. No, wait for it. You gotta understand, this is my house. Okay, if you won't come quiet. I live here. Hey,
Let him do like he said.
Oh, not you, George. Come on, let's get out of here. I have no idea how long they'll stay that way.
where did they go?
I think I need a drink.
Me too.
Oh, don't do that. You just gave a friend of theirs his... I'll explain later.
Well, George, though you haven't failed, still, Potter has prevailed. Have I gotten this through to you yet?
Cut it out, will you? What are you, a hypnotist?
Oh, no, George, I'm not a hypnotist.
Well, you got me seeing things here. Hey, I know someone who'll know me, and I know where to find her, too.
Your mother?
Yes?
No, George, you don't have a
Shut up! Just get out of here.
What do you want?
Mother,
Mother.
it's me, George.
George who? Oh, I never saw you before in my life. If you're looking for a room,
Please. Something terrible has happened to me. If you can just take me in until I can get
I
over
don't
it.
take in strangers unless they're recommended by someone I know.
But I know everyone you know. Your brother-in-law, Billy.
Yeah. When did you see him last?
This morning at work.
Liar! Liar! He had a stroke when he lost his business. He's buried in Potter's Field beside my husband. My son.
But Mom,
No, go away.
She wasn't talking about you, George. She was talking about Harry.
what?
Harry Bailey fell through the ice and died at the age of 9.
No. That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He won the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the life of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died, George. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. Isn't it wondrously odd, George, how each life touches and fulfills so many others? If just one is missing, it can create such a terrible hole. Wouldn't it be a shame to throw yours away?
Claire, what about Mary?
Oh,
Where's Mary?
oh, well,
No, somehow you know these things.
No, I can't.
You gotta tell me where she is.
George, I can't
Tell me.
You won't like it. She never married. She's an old maid.
Tell me!
George, I can't go. Gee, if there were easier ways to win your wages, I guess more people would have them.
Tell me!
George, she's just now closing the library.
Mary, I was sure you know me.
No.
Please. Forgive me, I mistook you for someone else. How you wanted me to see you, hear you, always to be near you. I was young and yearning to be free, though I knew that I would never leave you. Why didn't I leave you when you promised you'd be all the world to me?
Remember that I hoped for,
Hope for,
prayed for,
prayed for,
but then I was made for.
for you. You are all the world. Or is it too late to say? You are all the world to me. Oh, Mary, I knew it couldn't be too late.
No, I told you. I don't know you.
It's okay, lady. I do.
No, Bert. Don't. I don't want to have to do this, Bert.
You're dead! You hear me? Die!
Help me! Please! Help me get back to her! I want to live! I don't care what happens to me! All I care about is my wife, my children! Clarence! Dear God, help me. Please. I want to live! Clarence!
There you are!
Stay away, Bert. I'll hit you again, I swear.
What the Sam Hill are you talking about, George? Mary had me looking all over town for you.
Mary, George, Bert, did you just call me George?
Sure I did. What are you? Deaf?
I am deaf, Bert. I can't hear a thing in this ear.
She had me come and get you on account.
That's it. Listen, count.
Count?
Yes, please. It's
1,
1, 2, dear, 3 for life.
1, 2,
dear, 3 for life. I've got a dime and I've got a wife. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life.
It's a beautiful, magical world. And it's called
Mother,
she said George needs help, and that's it all.
I came with Sam Wainwright, and that's just the draw. Some cash for kids.
Mr. Gower.
The cable right back in George needs it. Here are 100 the fools are out. Hey everybody, it's Harry Bailey! The dark hole blew up into Washington in a blizzard. I tried to get in here as quick as I could.
Harry.
Good idea, Uncle Billy. To my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Hip, hip,